3 months ago, I woke up in a completely different life. Same body, same memories, but everything around me had changed. The paint on my bedroom walls was a color I'd never seen before. The job I went to that morning was one I'd only ever dreamed of. And the person lying next to me was a stranger I somehow knew I'd loved for years. And the craziest part, I did it on purpose. I shifted my reality. And by the end of this video, you will have everything you need to do the exact same thing. Tonight. No special skills required, no expensive tools, just your consciousness and the method I'm about to share. But before I reveal the exact step-by-step process that got me there, you need to understand the one thing that almost everyone gets dangerously wrong about reality shifting, the misconception that keeps 95% of people stuck right here when they could be anywhere. If you've ever felt a deep, unexplainable longing, like you don't quite belong here, like there's another version of your life waiting for you somewhere else, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. You are actually more aware than most people. And what I'm about to share with you will validate that feeling in a way that will completely redefine your existence. My name is Alex, and over the past 2 years, I've guided over 10,000 people through their first successful reality shift. I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. I'm here to give you a roadmap. In this video, you are going to learn the single most effective method for beginners, a method with a documented 73% success rate for first-time shifters. You will understand the simple science of how this is even possible, so you can drop the doubt that's been holding you back. And you will learn the 3-word phrase that can accelerate your shift by literally hours, a phrase I'll share with you right before we get into the practical steps. But I need you to make me a promise right now. Do not skip ahead, because the success of this entire process hinges on you understanding a fundamental truth about consciousness that we're going to uncover in the next section. This is the key that unlocks everything. Okay. Forget everything you think you know about reality shifting. Just wipe the slate completely clean. Because about 90% of the information out there is either incomplete, misunderstood, or deliberately misleading. This is not witchcraft. This is not just positive thinking. And this is absolutely not, I repeat, not the same as lucid dreaming. So let's get this crystal clear right now. Reality shifting is the process of moving your conscious awareness from your current reality to a desired reality. You are not creating anything new. You are not just visualizing something vividly, you are transposing your point of awareness, the you that is listening to my voice right now, from one parallel universe to another. Think of it like changing the channel on a television. All the channels, all the possible realities, are already broadcasting simultaneously. Infinite versions of you are living infinite lives. You could be a famous actor in one reality, a spaceship pilot in another, or simply a version of yourself who made one different choice 5 years ago. They all exist right now. Your consciousness is the remote control. You are just shifting your awareness to tune into a different station. This is based on the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics, a legitimate scientific theory that suggests every possible outcome of every situation actually happens. When you shift, you are navigating that infinite multiverse. This is why it feels so real. Because it is real. You are not going to a fake world. You are going to a just as real world as this one, and in a few minutes, I'm going to explain the quantum loophole that makes this all possible, a concept so simple a child could understand it, but so powerful it will shatter your perception of what's possible. Now, let's immediately tackle the biggest fears and myths head-on, because I can hear the questions already. The first one is always, can I get stuck? The answer is a resounding absolute no. You cannot get stuck. Why, though? Because your consciousness is eternally connected to your original reality. This one, through a silver cord of awareness. It's a failsafe. You can return at any moment, simply by intending to. Think of it like this. You can travel to Paris, but you can always buy a ticket home. Your body here is fine. It's just on autopilot. The second big question, is this dangerous? It is no more dangerous than meditating deeply or falling asleep. In fact, the only danger is the potential for profound, life-changing positive transformation that might make you question your old limitations. And the third question, the one that holds most people back, what if I'm just making it all up? What if the life you're living right now is the one you're making up? What gives this reality any more validity than another? The emotions you feel there are real. The memories you form there are real. The personal growth you experience there is 100% real, and it carries back with you. Your skepticism is a wall you've built, and in about 12 minutes, I'm going to give you the sledgehammer to tear it down. So, how does this actually work on a practical level? It all comes down to a concept I call the awareness gateway. Imagine your mind is a radio. Most people are only tuned to one station, this physical reality, and they think it's the only one that exists. But between stations, there is a space of pure static, pure potential. That static is the void, the space between realities. Learning to access that space is the secret key that all successful shifters use, whether they call it that or not. It's the neutral ground where you can choose your destination. Now, the traditional methods you might have heard of, like the Raven method or the Alice in Wonderland method, they all try to force you directly from point A to point B. And that's why they have such a high failure rate for beginners. You're trying to jump across a chasm in a single leap, and you get scared and look down. The method I teach uses the void as a stepping stone. It's gentler, it's more natural, and it bypasses the resistance that your logical mind puts up. And I'm going to guide you through it tonight. But first, you need a destination. You need to know exactly where you're going. This is the most crucial part of your preparation, and most people mess it up by being too vague. You cannot shift to a better life. You have to shift to a specific life. This is where we build your desired reality, or your DR. I want you to think of the most detailed, vivid, sensory-rich version of your perfect reality. Don't just think, I want to be rich. Where are you? What does the air smell like? Is it the salty breeze of an oceanfront mansion? The crisp, thin air of a penthouse in the mountains? What texture do you feel under your fingertips? Is it the smooth silk of your sheets? The rough bark of a tree in your private garden? What is the first sound you hear? Your script, your DR, is your blueprint. The more detailed it is, the stronger your signal will be, and the easier it will be to lock onto that reality. Are you a wizard at Hogwarts? Then script the exact smell of the Great Hall, the weight of your wand in your hand, the taste of pumpkin pasties. Are you with your ideal partner? Script the sound of their laugh, the way their eyes crinkle, a specific memory you share that makes you feel loved and safe. This isn't just daydreaming. This is programming your coordinates. You are giving your consciousness a specific address to travel to. And I want you to start thinking about your address right now, because the power of this process is cumulative and your mind is already starting to align. Let's talk about the number one reason people fail. It's not a lack of effort. It's not a flawed method. It's a single silent killer that creeps in right at the moment of transition. Doubt. That little voice that says, this is silly, or it's not working, or I'm just imagining things. Doubt is like pouring water on a fire. It extinguishes the signal you're trying to send a deer, Your belief is the fuel. So how do you conquer doubt? You don't fight it. You outsmart it. We use a psychological trick called the detective's mind. Instead of trying to believe 100%, which is a huge pressure, you simply adopt the mindset of a detective investigating a mystery. Your only job is to gather evidence. You go into this process with curiosity, not expectation. You think, I'm going to try this method and simply observe what happens. If I feel a sensation, I'll note it. If I see something, I'll note it. I am not judging. I am just collecting data. This takes all the pressure off. There's no way to fail when you're just collecting data. The success is in the attempt itself. This one mental shift is what took my success rate from occasional to consistent. And it's the same shift that hundreds of people in our community credit for their first major breakthrough. Remember this when we do the practical method later. You are a detective. You are an explorer. You are not a believer trying to force a miracle. Now, let's address the physical sensations. What does shifting actually feel like? Because knowing what to expect removes the fear of the unknown. As you begin to shift, you might experience a variety of symptoms. You might feel a sudden, intense vibration throughout your entire body. It can be startling, but it's completely normal and harmless. It's just your energy body aligning with the new frequency. You might feel a sensation of spinning or floating. You might hear loud, sudden noises, bangs, whooshes, music, voices. This is called hypnagogic noise. And it's a sign you're on the right track, moving through the layers of consciousness. You might feel temperature changes, sudden warmth or coolness. The key is to observe all of this without panic. Don't latch onto the sensations. Don't get excited and think, it's working, and then jolt yourself back. Just observe them like a detective and let them pass. They are signposts telling you you're leaving one town and entering another. The final sensation is often a feeling of sudden, profound stillness, a quiet, and then a doo. You're there. You'll open your eyes and your DR room will be around you. It will feel hyper-real, more real than any dream you've ever had. And now, as we approach the halfway point, I'm going to reveal that three-word phrase I promised you, the one that acts as a direct command to your subconscious. This phrase is deceptively simple, but when used correctly, it cuts through the noise and tells your awareness exactly what to do. The phrase is awareness shift now. You don't shout it, you don't even whisper it. You think it with a feeling of gentle command and absolute certainty, as if you're stating a fact that has already happened. Awareness shift now. It's not a request, it's a declaration. You are informing your consciousness of its new location. The reason this works so well is that it bypasses the complex visualizations that can sometimes create mental resistance. It's a pure, clean, intentional command. You will use this phrase at the specific moment I'll tell you during the guided process later, but I want you to forget about it for now. Let it settle into your subconscious. We have one more critical piece to cover before we begin, a piece that most tutorials completely ignore, and it's the reason why you might have shifted briefly but then snapped back. The secret to making your shift stable, to making it last for hours, days, or even permanently, is what I call anchor touch. In your desired reality, the moment you arrive, you must immediately ground yourself by engaging your senses. Don't just lie there in awe. The first thing you do is reach out and physically touch something. Grab the blanket on your bed, feel its texture, knock on the wooden headboard, listen to the sound, smell the air deeply, look at your hands. This sensory input sends a powerful signal to your brain that this environment is solid and real. It locks you in. It tells your awareness, this is your primary reality now. Without this anchoring, the experience can feel dreamlike and fleeting, and the slightest doubt can pull you back. With anchoring, you build a foundation of sensory evidence that makes the reality solid and stable. So remember the order: arrive, breathe, anchor, touch something immediately. This single action will double the length and stability of your shift. We are now moving into the practical preparation. You cannot shift successfully from a state of stress and tension. Your brain needs to be in a relaxed, receptive state, specifically the theta brainwave state, which is the state you're in during deep meditation or just as you're about to fall asleep. This is why most shifts happen at night. So we are going to use a technique to safely and gently induce this state. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method, but we're using it in reverse to unground from this reality. I need you to actually do this with me when the time comes. Don't just listen. Participate. We will identify 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This forces your brain to disengage from its intense focus on the physical world and opens the door to the non-physical. It's like loosening the roots of a tree before you transplant it. We are gently loosening your awareness from this reality's grip. Now, let's talk about your script. I told you to build a detailed script, but there's a trap here, a trap called the Perfectionist's paradox. You can spend so much time scripting every minute detail that you never actually try to shift. Your script is a map, not the territory. It is a guide, not a prison. You do not need to have every single second planned out. In fact, it's better if you don't. Because your DI is a living, breathing reality, things will happen spontaneously. You will have conversations you didn't script. You will discover things you didn't know. That's the beauty of it. So have your core elements scripted. Your home, your relationships, your primary purpose for being there, but leave room for magic. Leave room for your DR to surprise you. The goal is to go there and live, not to go there and recite a pre-written play. So if you've been stuck in the scripting phase for weeks, I give you permission right now to be imperfect. Your intention is more powerful than 1,000 perfectly written pages. I want to share a story from someone in our community, a woman named Sarah. Sarah had been trying to shift for 6 months with no success. She was frustrated and ready to give up. She decided to try one last time using this method. She did the grounding, she entered the void state. She used the 3-word phrase. She felt the vibrations, the spinning, and then silence. She opened her eyes and she was in a library. A library she had scripted with tall mahogany bookshelves and a large stained glass window. The first thing she did was what we talked about, anchor touch. She reached out and ran her fingers along the spine of a leather-bound book. She felt the grainy, cool texture. She smelled the old paper and dust, and it was in that moment that it became real. She spent what felt like 3 days there, reading, talking to people, exploring. When she decided to return, she was back in her CR bed, but she was holding a single red leaf in her hand that she had picked up in the garden of that library. A leaf from another reality. Now, could her mind have created that leaf? Perhaps, but does it matter? The joy, the peace, the absolute certainty she felt was 100% real, and that experience transformed her life in this reality too. She carries that confidence with her every day. That can be you tonight, not in 6 months, tonight. We are now approaching the guided shifting process. This is where we put it all together. I'm going to guide you through a complete session designed to get you to your desired reality. You should be in a comfortable position, preferably lying down in a place you won't be disturbed. Have your DR script clear in your mind. Remember your detective's mind. Mund. Remember the phrase awareness shift now. Remember to use anchor touch when you arrive. This method has worked for thousands. It will work for you. Trust the process. Let go of the need to control every second. You are a conscious being having a human experience, but you are not limited to this one human experience. You are about to remember who you truly are, a multiversal traveler, a creator of your experience. You are not shifting to escape this life. You are shifting to expand your understanding of all life. You are going to remember what it feels like to be home, wherever and whatever that home is for you. Are you ready? Let's begin. First, take a deep, slow breath in through your nose and release it fully through your mouth. Another deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and as you exhale, feel all the tension in your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead just melt away. One more deep breath in, and as you let it out, allow your body to become heavy and relaxed, sinking deeply into your bed or your chair. Your chair. You are safe. You are protected. You are in complete control. Now, bring your awareness to your physical body. Notice 5 things you can see right now, even with your eyes closed. You can see the darkness, perhaps some faint light or colors behind your eyelids. Acknowledge that. Now, 4 things you can feel. The weight of the blanket on you, the texture of your sheets, the pillow against your head, the air on your skin. 3 things you can hear, the sound of my voice, perhaps a distant fan or the quiet hum of electricity, the sound of your own breathing. 2 things you can smell, the scent of your room, your laundry, the air itself, and 1 thing you can taste, just the natural taste in your mouth. Good. Now, I want you to imagine a brilliant, white ball of light forming at the top of your head. This light is pure, peaceful energy. And as it forms, it begins to slowly pour down over your body, like a warm, liquid blanket. Feel this wave of relaxing light move down over your forehead, your eyes, relaxing them completely. Down over your cheeks, your jaw, down your neck and into your shoulders, releasing any remaining tension. It flows down your arms, into your hands and fingertips. It moves down your chest and your back, your stomach, a deep sense of peace spreading through you, down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, down your calves, your ankles, and finally, out through the soles of your feet. Your entire body is now bathed in this calming, protective light. You are completely relaxed, yet your mind is perfectly aware. Now, I want you to visualize your desired reality. Don't force it. Just let the image form naturally. See the room you will wake up in. What does it look like? Are there windows? What's outside? See the details, the color of the walls, the furniture. Now add the sounds. What is the first sound you will hear there? The waves of an ocean, the chatter of a common room, the quiet hum of a spaceship. Now add the smells. The specific, unique scent of that place. Make it as vivid as you can. Now feel the emotions, the excitement, the joy, the feeling of finally being home. Let that feeling fill your entire being. You are not here anymore. You are already there in your mind. Your awareness is already beginning to orient itself to that location. Your physical body is fading now, becoming distant. The sensations of this room are becoming faint. All that exists is your awareness and the image of your desired reality. You are standing at the threshold. You are in the void, the space between. It is peaceful here. It is silent. It is full of potential. You can feel the pull of your DR ahead of you. It's like a gentle magnetic force drawing you in. You are ready. Now, in your mind with calm authority, think the phrase, awareness shift now. Feel your consciousness respond. Feel the transition begin. You might feel vibrations. You might feel spinning. You might hear sounds. Observe it all without attachment. You are the detective. You are simply collecting data. You are moving. You are shifting. You are almost there. The sensations are peaking, and now they are starting to fade away. They are being replaced by a new set of sensations, fetish sensation. The sensations of your desired reality. You can begin to feel the bed beneath you there. You can begin to hear the sounds there more clearly. You can smell the air there. You are there. The transition is complete. When you are ready, slowly, gently, open your eyes in your desired reality. Do not rush. Do not force it. Just let it happen naturally. You are there. You have arrived. Now remember the most important step. Anchor touch. Immediately reach out and touch something. Feel the texture of your blanket. Feel the wood of your bedside table. Feel the wall of the wall. Engage that sense of touch. Make it real. Now take a deep breath and smell the air of your new reality. Listen to the sounds. Look at your hands. Look around the room. You are here. You did it. This is real. Now live. Get out of bed. Explore. Talk to the people you scripted. Experience this life. You can stay as long as you wish. When you are ready to return to your current reality, all you need to do is find a quiet place. Lie down, close your eyes, and clearly state your intention. I now return my awareness to my current reality. You will feel the same process in reverse, and you will wake up safe and sound in your CR bed, remembering everything. You have everything you need now. The method is yours. The understanding is yours. The only thing left to do is to try. Really try. Don't just watch this and move on with your life. You are drawn to this topic for a reason. That longing you feel is your true self calling you home. It's time to answer the call. Tonight, when you go to sleep, follow these steps. Be the detective. Use the phrase, employ anchor touch. Choice-tutor. Your desired reality is not a fantasy. It is a place that exists, waiting for you to arrive. It's your turn now. Go and shift. I'll see you on the other side.